Pasquera say, Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel, Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana karige kutanga kukuya panino channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchingoga waka subscriber. Don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Zimbabwe takigira inyaya burizwa. Na Justice Minister Ziyambi ababuda wachi address the relationship ilipo pakati pa Mnangagwa na Chiwenga. Justice Minister Ziyambi avanoseva Zakari Chairman wa ZANU-PF National and West Province babuda wachi clarify the relationship between President Mnangagwa na Chiwenga. Mushure mekunge pane maruma zari kubuda kuti vavira havasi kuonana chinzi vakati vavira vari kunetsana. Vakabuda vaziyambi vachitaura at a provincial coordinating committee meeting kuChinoi vakataura ivo vachiti the two leaders are united and vakataura ivo vachiti havasati vamboona vachiwenga vachidisobey President Mnangagwa. Vaziyambi vakahighlighta zvakare unwavering loyalty ina vachiwenga to Mnangagwa vachitaura ivo vachiti President havasati vamboratidza kusafara nemaitiro avachiwenga. Vakabuda zvakare vachiti he learned some few valuable lessons from vachiwenga muZimbabwe. Vakabuda Minister Ziyambi vachikurudzira maparty members kuti vange vachirespecta their leadership at all levels muZimbabwe. Vakataura ivo vachipa warning kune avo vari kutaura vachiti Mnangagwa should be removed, since they should wait until the next Congress muna 2027 muZimbabwe. Nyaya yakaburiswa neveHarare vachitaura ivo vachiti Justice Minister Ziyambi who also serves as the chairman of ZANU-PF National and West Province has clarified the relationship between President Mnangagwa and Vice President Chiwenga amidst reports of tension. Speaking at a provincial coordinating committee meeting in Chinoi, he stressed that two leaders are united and that he has never witnessed Chiwenga disobeying President Mnangagwa. We now have a clique of people who are fanning divisions within our party, claiming to be representing and speaking on behalf of our leaders, President Mnangagwa and his deputies. There is no division between President Mnangagwa and Vice President Chiwenga, and claims that their factional fights within the party are false. I'm a Politburo member who has never seen Vice President Chiwenga disobey and denigrate his superior. This should be a shining example for all of us, he said. Ziyambi highlighted Chiwenga's unwavering loyalty, noting that President has never publicly expressed any distrust towards his deputy. He also recalled the valuable lessons he learned from Chiwenga when he joined the cabinet. When Vice President Chiwenga joined the cabinet, he taught me a lot about politics, and the main thing he taught me was to be loyal and respectful. I have never heard President Mnangagwa say he despises his deputy or Vice President Chiwenga. Who are you, Geza, to claim that there is bad blood between the two? Ziyambi said. The minister urged party members to respect their leadership at all levels and to address any grievances through the proper channel. He warned those calling for President Mnangagwa's removal to wait until the next Congress in 2027, when the party's mandate would be reconsidered. Let's always learn to respect our leaders, even from the cell level. One is a misunderstanding or an issue. It has to be addressed amicably, lest you bring the name of the party into disrepute. We went to Congress and unanimously agreed to make President Mnangagwa our leader for 5 years. Anyone with objections must wait until 2027, he added. According to the Africa report, Zimbabweans majinji, they are now pinning their hope on VP Chiwenga kuti vanhu vachistopa extension yeterm yava Mnangagwa muZimbabwe. Hanzi panguva ino pane weak opposition, a lot of people vava kutotemba nava Chiwenga muZimbabwe. Vakabuda vachitaura ivo vachiti amid weak opposition, disorganized civil society and shrinking space for dissent, Vice President Chiwenga's public opposition to plans to extend the president's term in office is giving hope to those against the move. But analysts say it will require more than just one force to stop it. As members of Zimbabwe's ruling ZANU-PF pushed for an extension of President's term. Opponents of the plan are pinning their hopes on Vice President Constantino Chiwenga to launch a campaign to stop Emmerson Mnangagwa from hanging onto power. Analysts say that though Chiwenga is getting the backing of influential veterans, just like Mnangagwa did in 2017, he needs different actors to oppose the president's pro-term extension campaigners known as 2030 movement. Chiwenga is a prominent figure opposed to the movement. He has denounced corruption and refused to chant slogans demanding the extension of Mnangagwa's term beyond 2030. This comes at a time when civic space is closed, forcing most civil society groups to operate in darkness. Meanwhile, the state had decimated the main opposition, Citizens Coalition for Change. Opposition leader Nelson Chamisa is yet to launch a political comeback since January 2024, when he resigned as the leader of CCC, citing infiltration by the state. Speaking at the Heroes Eka in the capital Harare, Chiwenga denounced corruption, particularly by rich individuals known as Mbingas in Shona, who he accused of looting the country's resources at the expense of the masses. Zimbabwe belongs to all of us. Corruption must end, he said on 27 January. Mnangagwa has surrounded himself with controversial businessmen like Wikno Chivayo, who is benefiting from government tenders. Chivayo was investigated last year by the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission of a 100 million Zimbabwe Electoral Commission due to supply election material for the 2023 general election. According to the investigations, invoices were inflated by 30,000%. This is not the first time that Chiwenga, a former military general who played a key role in the ouster of Robert Mugabe in a military coup in November 2017, has denounced corruption. On 22 January, he said corruption is threatening the ideals of the liberation struggle while addressing mourners at the burial of 3 heroes at the National Shrine. Admire Mare, the head of Communications and Media Studies Department at University of Joburg, says some people feel Chiwenga can be a buffer between Mnangagwa's faction and ordinary people, but many social forces are finding each other. It is more than personalities. It's various social forces, he tells the Africa Report, given that the Constitution is on the line. There's going to be a broad-based alliance of faction within ZANU-PF, opposition parties and civil society that will push back against 2030 agenda. Mare believes Chamisa will come back and slowly emerge as one of the critics of the 2030 agenda, and that some elements of the Mugabe loyalists known as Generation 40 or simply G40 will also oppose plans to extend Mnangagwa's term. We are witnessing a reconfiguration of political forces, he says. Harare-based political analyst Kudakwashe Munemo warns that Chiwenga alone may not stop Agenda 2030, arguing only a mass movement of citizens of Zimbabwe are capable of ensuring the constitution is not amended for a third term of office, especially given the poor social services delivery, an ailing economy, and militarization of state institutions. Zimbabwe belongs to all of us. Corruption must end. In mid-January, churches under Zimbabwe heads of Christian denomination encouraged Mnangagwa to adhere to the constitutional term limits. Chiwenga is also one of the few ZANU-PF leaders who is publicly against the ruling party's plan to remove term limits from the constitution. Ndomabuditsiro nyaya iyi muri Zimbabwe tingaziva kuti munoona sei tudziwe zvamurufunga mu comment section.